Good morning, Patrick here, coming to you live from Complete Health Eastbourne. Just going over, and I was listening to one of my colleagues talk about an experience that he has in his clinic, and it just made me realize that actually I have exactly the same experience in my clinic, which is people consistently asking me, why would I check their neck? Why would I check their hips? Why would I check their ankles when it's X that's the problem? And the reality of it basically is that when you go and get your car serviced, they don't just service the front, they service the whole thing. When you go and have your teeth checked, they don't just check the front ones, they check them all the way to the back. And the reason we do it the way that we do it, and the reason why I always check full spine, is that a problem in one place can always manifest as a problem somewhere else. And probably the best example is the neck. The neck is probably the area that people won't necessarily feel the symptoms in the most. However, it can create some of the biggest issues. So let me just explain what I basically mean by that. So say, for example, someone has lost the range of motion, so they cannot turn their head from side to side. Now you need to look over your shoulder to check, see if a car is coming when you're driving. What you're going to do, if you can't turn your neck any further than this, what you're going to do, you're automatically going to turn with the lower back. So all of a sudden, we've had to create movement in a place that wasn't designed to do the thing that you're doing, yet you've made it up there anyway because you needed to still get that movement. Now, the other thing is as well, is that if you hold a weight nice and close to your body, it feels a lot lighter than if you extend your arm out and hold it out a distance in front of you. And this is really just to do with the mechanics and levers of different areas of the body. So if you hold the weight in nice and close, it will feel lighter. As you take it out, it will feel heavier. And this is just really the forces of vectors. Now, the same principle is very, very true. If someone is slouching at their desk all day, every day, then realistically, what's going to start to happen, for every inch the head travels forward, the head almost doubles in weight. And as a result, if we're not checking the neck, that torque point or that pressure that is created in the lower back will then be allowed to manifest. And so we might be able to relax the muscles. We may be able to get the joints moving. We may be able to reverse some of that degeneration and that stress on the lower back. But if you do not correct the thing that was causing for that to occur in the first place, the problem is going to come back. Not necessarily quickly, but somewhere down the line, because we never corrected the underlying dysfunction. Now, if you're burning through tons and tons of petrol and your tires are flat, filling your car up will only solve the problem for so long. And it's going to run out again. It's going to keep running out, keep running out. But you could make things much, much more efficient so that you don't run out just as quickly. So this is the purpose of chiropractic, is to make the body more efficient. Now, the gentleman that I was talking to, he was talking about a study where we are now estimating that kids or teenagers are using their phone upwards of 6,000 hours a year. Now, there's only just over 8,500 hours a year, which basically means they're spending up to 2/3 of their day on their mobile phones. And when you think about that, and I start looking at the types of people that are appearing in my practice, some of the most common people to now start turning up, whereas it always used to be people in their 30s and 40s, I'm seeing people as early as in their 13s, in their teens, and upwards into their early 20s. And the main problem being is that thing that I'm holding in my hand in order to be able to record that, and it is our mobile phones and our technology, our desks, etc. And so realistically, there are things that we just physically cannot get away from. So if you're ever concerned that your posture might be being affected, be wary of this, because it can create problems over time. I recently did a video on force is always transferred, never created. And so as a result, you may find that not correcting the whole of the spine may actually manifest in issues later on down the line. Guys, I hope you found some value in this information. I'm going to like and share it on our channel. If you have any questions, obviously just leave a message below. You can always get in touch with us. You can get in touch with our clinic if you wanted to learn anything more. We do have a new chiropractor that is currently working here. So she is just started. So we actually now have an option for both a male and a female chiropractor as well. Guys, we'll speak to you again soon. I will see you tomorrow.